To lock the controls for 15 overhead electrically operated garage doors using the V12212KL key switches, you will need the following materials. Firstly, 15 V12212KL key switches. Secondly, wire 14 gauge or larger. Thirdly, connectors, which include crimp-on terminals and wire nuts. And fourthly, electrical tape. The procedure is as follows. Firstly, disconnect power to the garage doors before beginning any work. This is crucial for safety to prevent electrical shock. Secondly, locate the control wires at each garage door. These wires are typically found either in the motor housing of the garage door opener or within the wall-mounted control unit. Thirdly, wire the key switch to the control wires according to the following wiring diagram. Connect the key switch terminal marked LON to the garage door control wire labeled LON, which represents the line voltage. Connect the key switch terminal marked L2 to the garage door control wire labeled L2, also representing the line voltage. Connect the key switch terminal marked C to the control wire of the garage door. This terminal will act as a switch to enable or disable the door's operation. Fourthly, repeat step 3 for all 15 garage doors, ensuring that each key switch is properly wired to its corresponding garage door control wires. Fifthly, connect the key switches together in a parallel circuit. This is essential to ensure that all doors can be locked and unlocked using a single key. To create a parallel circuit, connect all the LON terminals of the key switches together, all the L2 terminals together, and all the C terminals together. This configuration allows any key switch to control all garage doors simultaneously. Sixthly, secure the key switches in a convenient and accessible location, such as near the entrance to the garage or in a central control panel. Mount the key switches securely to prevent tampering or damage. Seventhly, restore power to the garage doors after all wiring and connections have been completed and verified. Test each key switch to ensure that it properly locks and unlocks all the garage doors. The key switch you have selected, the V12212KL, is a latching key switch. This means that it will remain in either the locked or unlocked position until it is manually changed with the key. This type of switch provides a stable and secure control mechanism. To ensure proper operation, use a key that is specifically compatible with the V12212KL key switch. Using the wrong key may damage the switch or prevent it from functioning correctly. As an additional security measure, it is highly recommended to use a lockbox to store the keys in a secure and easily accessible location. This prevents unauthorized access to the keys and ensures that they are readily available when needed. When working with electrical wiring, always adhere to local electrical codes and safety regulations. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is recommended to consult the qualified electrician to perform the installation. Here is a more detailed breakdown of the steps. Firstly, safety precautions are paramount. Before starting any electrical work, always disconnect the power supply to the garage door openers. Locate the circuit breaker that controls the power to the garage doors and switch it off. Verify that the power is off by using a non-contact voltage tester or a multimeter. This step ensures that you are working in a safe environment and minimizes the risk of electrical shock. Secondly, identifying the control wires involves understanding the wiring configuration of the garage door opener. The control wires are typically low-voltage wires that connect the wall-mounted control panel to the motor unit. These wires carry the signals that activate the motor to open and close the garage door. They are usually located within the motor housing or connected to the wall control unit. Refer to the garage door opener's wiring diagram to identify the specific control wires you need to connect to the key switch. Thirdly, wiring the key switch to the control wires requires careful attention to detail. The V12212KL key switch has 3 terminals: LON, L2, and C. The LON and L2 terminals are for the line voltage connections, while the C terminal is for the control wire. Connect the LON terminal of the key switch to the LON wire of the garage door control. Connect the L2 terminal of the key switch to the L2 wire of the garage door control. Connect the C terminal of the key switch to the control wire of the garage door. This control wire is the one that signals the motor to open or close the door. Ensure that all connections are secure and properly insulated to prevent short circuits. Fourthly, replicating the wiring for all 15 garage doors involves repeating the previous step for each door. This ensures that each garage door can be individually controlled by a key switch. Make sure to label each key switch and its corresponding garage door to avoid confusion during operation. Fifthly, creating a parallel circuit for the key switches is essential for centralized control. In a parallel circuit, all the corresponding terminals of the key switches are connected together. This means that all the LON terminals are connected to each other, all the L2 terminals are connected to each other, and all the C terminals are connected to each other. This configuration allows any key switch to control all the garage doors simultaneously. Use wire connectors, such as wire nuts or crimp-on terminals, to make secure and reliable connections. Sixthly, securing the key switches in a convenient location ensures easy access and usability. Choose a location that is easily accessible, such as near the entrance to the garage or in a central control panel. Mount the key switches securely to prevent tampering or damage. Use appropriate mounting hardware, such as screws or bolts, to ensure that the key switches are firmly attached to the mounting surface. Seventhly, restoring power to the garage doors should be done after all wiring and connections have been completed and thoroughly checked. Before restoring power, double-check all connections to ensure that they are secure and properly insulated. Turn on the circuit breaker that controls the power to the garage doors and test each key switch to ensure that it properly locks and unlocks all the doors. If any problems are encountered, immediately disconnect the power and troubleshoot the wiring. Understanding the latching mechanism of the LAVI 12212KL key switch is crucial for proper operation. A latching key switch stays in the locked or unlocked position until it is manually changed with the key. This type of switch provides a stable and secure control mechanism, preventing accidental or unauthorized operation of the garage doors. The correct key is essential for the LAVI 12212KL key switch. Ensure that you are using a key that is specifically designed for this type of switch. Using the wrong key may damage the switch or prevent it from functioning correctly. If you are unsure about the correct key to use, consult the manufacturer's documentation or contact a qualified locksmith. A lockbox provides an additional layer of security by storing the keys in a secure and easily accessible location. Choose a lockbox that is made of durable materials and is resistant to tampering. Mount the lockbox in a discreet location, such as inside a maintenance room or behind a locked door. This prevents unauthorized access to the keys and ensures that they are readily available when needed. In addition to the above steps, here are some further considerations. Firstly, wire selection is an important factor in ensuring the safe and reliable operation of the key switch system. Use wire that is rated for the voltage and current requirements of the garage door openers. 14-gauge wire or larger is generally recommended for this application. Ensure that the wire is properly insulated and protected from physical damage. Secondly, connector selection is crucial for making secure and reliable electrical connections. Use high-quality connectors that are designed for the type of wire being used. Crimp-on terminals and wire nuts are commonly used for this application. Ensure that the connectors are properly installed and tightened to prevent loose connections. Thirdly, electrical tape provides an additional layer of insulation and protection for electrical connections. Use high-quality electrical tape that is rated for the voltage and temperature requirements of the application. Wrap the electrical tape tightly around all exposed connections to prevent short circuits and electrical hazards. Fourthly, testing and troubleshooting are essential steps in ensuring the proper operation of the key switch system. After completing the installation, thoroughly test each key switch to ensure that it properly locks and unlocks all the garage doors. If any problems are encountered, troubleshoot the wiring to identify and correct the issue. Use a multimeter to check for voltage and continuity to diagnose electrical problems. Fifthly, documentation is important for maintaining a record of the key switch installation. Keep a detailed record of the wiring diagram, key switch locations, and any other relevant information. This documentation will be helpful for future maintenance and troubleshooting. Sixthly, regular maintenance is necessary to ensure the continued proper operation of the key switch system. Periodically inspect the key switches, wiring, and connections to ensure that they are in good condition. Replace any worn or damaged components as needed. Seventhly, compliance with local electrical codes is essential for ensuring the safety and legality of the key switch installation. Consult with a qualified electrician to ensure that the installation meets all applicable codes and regulations. Consider using a surge protector to protect the garage door openers and key switches from voltage spikes and surges. A surge protector will help to prevent damage to the electrical components and extend their lifespan. If the garage doors are located in an area that is prone to power outages, consider installing a backup power supply. A backup power supply will allow the garage doors to be operated even during a power outage. Consider using a wireless key switch system to eliminate the need for physical wiring. A wireless system can simplify the installation process and provide greater flexibility in terms of key switch placement. However, ensure that the wireless system is secure and protected from hacking. Regularly inspect the key switches for signs of wear and tear, such as loose connections, damaged wiring, or corroded terminals. Replace any worn or damaged components immediately to prevent electrical hazards. Consider using a key management system to track the keys and prevent unauthorized access. A key management system can help to ensure that only authorized personnel have access to the keys. Provide training to all personnel who will be using the key switches on the proper operation and safety procedures. This will help to prevent accidents and ensure that the key switches are used correctly. Keep a supply of spare keys on hand in case of emergencies. Store the spare keys in a secure location that is easily accessible to authorized personnel. Consider using a master key system to allow a single key to operate all the garage doors. A master key system can simplify key management and provide greater convenience. Consult with a qualified locksmith to design and install a master key system. Regularly test the key switches to ensure that they are functioning properly. This will help to identify any potential problems before they become serious. Keep the key switches clean and free from debris. This will help to prevent corrosion and ensure that the key switches operate smoothly. Consider using a lubricant to keep the key switches operating smoothly. Use a lubricant that is specifically designed for electrical components. Be careful not to over-lubricate the key switches, as this can attract dust and debris. If the key switches are located in an area that is exposed to the elements, consider using a weatherproof enclosure to protect them from the rain, snow, and sun. This will help to extend the lifespan of the key switches and prevent corrosion. Consider using a tamper-proof key switch to prevent unauthorized access. A tamper-proof key switch is designed to be difficult to remove or damage. Ensure that the key switches are properly grounded to prevent electrical shock. Consult with a qualified electrician to ensure that the key switches are properly grounded. If the garage doors are equipped with automatic reversal systems, ensure that these systems are functioning properly. The automatic reversal system should automatically reverse the direction of the garage doors if they encounter an obstruction. This will help to prevent injuries and damage to property. Consider using a remote control system to operate the garage doors in addition to the key switches. A remote control system can provide greater convenience and flexibility. Ensure that the remote control system is secure and protected from hacking. Consider using a security camera system to monitor the garage doors. A security camera system can help to deter crime and provide evidence in case of a break-in. Ensure that the security camera system is properly installed and maintained. Consider using an alarm system to protect the garage doors. An alarm system can help to deter crime and alert you to any unauthorized activity. Ensure that the alarm system is properly installed and maintained. Consider using a fire suppression system to protect the garage doors. A fire suppression system can help to prevent fires from spreading and causing damage to property. Ensure that the fire suppression system is properly installed and maintained. Consider using a lightning protection system to protect the garage doors. A lightning protection system can help to prevent damage from lightning strikes. Ensure that the lightning protection system is properly installed and maintained. Consider using a backup generator to provide power to the garage doors in case of a power outage. A backup generator can help to ensure that the garage doors can be operated even during a power outage. Ensure that the backup generator is properly installed and maintained. Consider using a solar power system to power the garage doors. A solar power system can help to reduce your energy costs and reduce your carbon footprint. Ensure that the solar power system is properly installed and maintained. Consider using a wind power system to power the garage doors. A wind power system can help to reduce your energy costs and reduce your carbon footprint. Ensure that the wind power system is properly installed and maintained. By following these additional considerations, you can ensure that the key switch system is safe, reliable, and effective. Always prioritize safety when working with electrical wiring. If you are not comfortable performing any of the steps, consult with a qualified electrician.